everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel and Happy New Year! It is the 5th of January and my god, I have not filmed, or I have, but I haven't done anything on YouTube for like a couple months. And I've just not had any good ideas, and we want quality over quantity, I think. Anyway, it's a new year and I'm gonna be 20 in like 4 days. It's my birthday on the 9th and so much happened last year, and I don't know, I wanted to talk about it because something so like crazy, not crazy, well, I think it was pretty nuts, but I was on a movie set for the first time ever. My ever first real acting job. It wasn't a movie, it was a TV series, but like on a real film set with an actual director who had made like movies before, and it's just crazy to me because I met him and I shook his hand and he was really nice. But I wanted to talk about it because it was such a novel experience. Obviously, I hope it's not my last like time doing that, but it's the first time, so I wanted to talk about it. So I was called by a casting director because I have my picture up on this like database of actors, just my picture and a tiny little like, oh, I'm this tall, I weigh this much, I'm this old kind of thing. And so I got a call and I didn't pick up because when it's a random number I don't know, I don't pick up. Just, I don't know, it's like a habit I've gotten into that I should probably stop doing. I should probably start picking up calls. I don't pick up and I then get a message like a minute after just saying like, hi, this is, and then the casting director's name. I called you because I'm looking for a girl for the series and I think you're the one. Could you please call me back? And like getting that message, I was like, this is a prank, this is bullshit. Someone is fucking with me. There's no way. Because usually when you do stuff like this, you are the one that like applies. You don't just get called up. Anyways, not the first time, I feel like. But I was wrong. I got called and I was like, oh shit. And I like texted her back and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I didn't pick up. Yeah, no, I can talk, whatever. Because I literally just watched my phone, just like, I just let it ring out. So I was like, I was not doing anything, and I was like, I'm so sorry, yeah, we can talk right now. And she was super, super nice. And I was obviously really skeptical. At first I was like, yeah, there's no fucking way this is happening right now. But obviously my phone number and email, I guess, is available to when you sign in as a casting director. So like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the criteria is to get my phone number, but I just started thinking about that. Anyway, she was really nice, and I like, nobody was awake when this happened. It was like 9 in the morning, and none of my family were awake. And I was like, I need to talk to someone. Hello, please, someone. I'm freaking out here. But no one was awake. And like over the next couple of days, she like, we would talk and like she would ask me my height and if I had, she asked if I had skinny jeans and I was like, no. I don't know if you can tell, but I have not worn skinny jeans since I was like 11. I hate the feeling, I hate the look. Also just being like chubby, you don't really just, I don't know, it doesn't feel comfortable. I don't think I'd look good in skinny jeans, so I was like, no, I'm sorry, I don't. A lot of details, and then like it was in Copenhagen and I don't live near Copenhagen, so I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? But I just had to figure it out. I booked a hotel room and my mom went with me, so we drove, and all of a sudden, like in last of October, I was on my way to be in a series, and it was really crazy because it wasn't just like a background person necessarily. I'm credited like in the series. My name will be on the credits, and that's just so insane. Like, it's so unrealistic to think that that's gonna happen the first time you ever get a job. Like, usually you would be in a lineup or something like that and just be like a nameless background person, and here I am, just like I have a line and everything. I want to say, like, I knew I had a line. I didn't know what the line was until like the day before shooting, which was a little annoying because I didn't get to learn it. And usually, like, it's one line. Of course, I've done theater. I know how to like remember stuff, but this line really irked me. I don't know what I know what it was. It was a word I had never heard before. I had one line, and in that line was a word I had never heard before. I have a very good vocabulary. I got an IQ test done. It's my highest level in my IQ is my vocabulary. It's really it's over like above average. I should know a lot of big words. And then they stumped me and they found one that I had never heard before, and I had to say it, and I was like, I couldn't, it wouldn't stick in my mind. And then like time came and I got mic'd up and everything, and it was so crazy, like going through everything, and it was a really interesting experience with these, because like nobody really knew each other. Some had like brought a friend or something like that because you could do that, but most people had didn't know each other. Some didn't know anything about doing this, and some were like professionals, I guess, but we were all kept like separate from like the actors that were like, you know, like main parts. But we were all together, like both the credited extras and the other extras. We were all together, and people were genuinely super nice. Casting director was super sweet as well. The director and the coordinators, and I got all dressed up and mic'd up the first day too because I had my line. Yeah, and I met the other guy who had like a line at the same time I did, and he was really chill. I still talk to him. He's a really cool guy, and we had fun. So it was like the first time I went, I had my line, and I just couldn't get it to stick in my head. Like that one word, I can't even remember it right now. Like the whole way down there while I was getting mic'd up and everything, I just kept just repeating that word over and over in my head. So I thought that would help. And then all of a sudden they're like getting ready. We're all getting like placed, and the camera's being placed and everything. I couldn't remember it. It just completely, I've never had anything like that happen. I just went blank. Like my brain I forgot the word, and I was like, fuck, shit, fuck. I was really freaking out because like, how can I forget a word I just repeated like 1,000 times in my head? But I did, I genuinely forgot it. And then the camera was turned on, and the girl asked the question that I had to like answer or whatever. And I just went, I'm so sorry, I can't remember. And it happened twice because nobody told me the word. They just started over. And I was like, I still don't remember the word. They turned on the camera again, and I was like, I don't remember the word. And everyone was like, calm down, Millie, you're doing so fine. And I was like, okay. And I just like hated myself for like 24 hours. I really just like hated myself. I was like, how could you forget? How could you? Like, I got the line like 10 hours before. I got it as I was about to go to sleep. I was stressed out. There was a camera right in my face. Like, I don't blame myself anymore, but obviously in the moment I was like so embarrassed. I didn't get any really directions, or wait, no, the director told me to stop smiling. Because I was just like all smiles because I was so excited, and he was like, yeah, I need you to stop smiling. You're doing fine. I need you to stop smiling. And I was like, okay, so I needed to remember a lot. I was like, don't look in the camera, do this, stand like this, blah, blah, blah. So like, I don't blame myself for not remembering a word, but it's still like, it sucked because it was like the first time, and I was like, I gotta do this cool, I gotta do this right so the director remembers that I was good, and then I fucked up. And it was really, it sucked a little bit, but I'm human. It was my first time. There's a lot of new things going on, so like I don't blame myself, but it did suck a little bit. Everybody was so nice about it though. Like I turned to the girl behind me and I was like, what's the word? Like I don't remember what I'm supposed to say. And she like helped me, and she was so sweet. Nobody got mad at me. I want to say that right now. Nobody, everybody I talked to was so sweet and just like, calm down, you're doing fantastic, you're doing so great, like you are so good, don't even worry about it, you're doing great, you're amazing at this. Like they were being so sweet, and I was like, yeah, no, I really beat myself up over it, like for the rest of that trip. So I was there for 3 days, where pretty much every single day was supposed to be 15 hours. The 2 first days I was there for the full 15 hours. Everybody was so diligent about like giving us water, giving us pee breaks, giving us sugar, because like obviously sitting down or standing up, especially standing up for like 12 hours with only like maybe 2-minute breaks every now and again when they had to like reposition the camera. That shit is hard. Not as hard work as like any regular job, like being a nurse or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But anyone having to stand up for like 12 hours or 8 hours or whatever, just doing the same thing over and over again, that is hard. And then that was the first trip, and we went back home. I was there for 3 days. The third day though, we were supposed to film a party scene, and I hadn't thought about this. I am very sensitive to light. I don't have epilepsy or anything like that, but I do get panic attacks because of flashing lights. But if I'm in a room with like blinking or flashing lights, or if I just in general see them, I don't know what it is. I don't know what does it, but like it really gives me bad anxiety, and I just start hyperventilating, and I can't do it. But I was like trying to get with the vibe, and then all of a sudden all the lights turn out and everything just goes dark, and I was like, what the hell? And then they start flashing with the lights, and I just stood there and I just panicked because I was like, fuck. And I remember the 2 girls I was standing with just like looked at me or like, come on, Milu, let's go, let's do this. And I was like, I think I was just standing like that, just staring at them. And I feel really bad because then I remember afterwards they did that, and then they shut off the flashing lights. They're like, oh yeah, if anybody is like light sensitive, can you just tell us and we'll figure it out? And I was like, you could have fucking said something before you turned on the lights, then I wouldn't have to almost get a panic attack. So I went over obviously, and I was like, dude, I can't do this, like with the flashing lights. And at first they were like, maybe you can just go over to the corner and it won't be as bad. And then the casting director came over, and she was so nice. I genuinely loved working with her. And I was like, I was just like, I can't be in the room if you're doing this. And I couldn't get that across because I was like freaking out and almost getting into a panic attack. So I was like freezing. Not freezing like cold, but I was like, I couldn't move, I couldn't say anything. And then she came over and she was like, what's happening? And I said, I can't do the lights. And she was like, she looked at the coordinator and she was like, is this what it's gonna be for the rest of the day? Are the lights gonna be flashing for the rest of the day? And he said, yeah, pretty much. This was maybe like 2 hours into filming, if even that. It was really, really early. And she was like, okay. She knew that I had driven there. She knew that I wasn't from the area and everything. So she was like, okay, you're gonna go over. You're gonna get your stuff. You call your mom. I'll be there in a second. Because she could tell, like, I need to get the fuck out of there. And we're just, like, crying my eyes out just on the way over to... Because we were filming in one place, and then we had our stuff, like, our jackets and everything like that in another place where there were, like, couches and tables where we sat, and we ate there, too. So, like, it was 2 separate, like, places, but they were really close together. So I remember just walking over there all alone. Didn't get to say bye to any of the people I had hung out with, and I was like so sad, and like I was crying a little bit because of that, but mostly because I was about to have a panic attack. I was just hyperventilating and everything was just like, but I called my mom and she was like 5 minutes away, and she came really quickly, and the casting director came over and she was so sweet. So I got a little shock, but it's okay. I made it through. I am tough. Yeah, no, we drove home. I was really tired, and like afterwards it felt like I had like a little bit of a time where I was like, oh my god, I fucked up and everything is so awful, and I was like really beating myself over the head. And then I was like, dude, calm down. Why are you mad? You did this really cool thing. And it like took me a second. I was so happy that I went. And then I got called back for November, I believe. So twice in November I went back, again, like once in October and twice in November. And all the times it was just really nice, and I got to see the people that I'd seen the first time, and it's just such a novel experience. It really just seemed like everyone there was so happy to be there, and the actors were really good and really nice. They didn't say that much to us, but I remember there was this one actress who seemed so sweet. She would just like wink at us. She was so sweet. And then yeah, so the second time we filmed some other like just group scenes and stuff, and then the third time, which was probably my favorite, I went back and there was this big, I obviously can't say that much about it, but there was this big scene outside where there was a lot of yelling and fighting and stuff. It was really cool. Like obviously it was all like not what's it called, like coordinated, like it was all fake. There was no real fighting or anything, but my friend that I got there, he was so tired by the end, because obviously we'd been standing up for like 5 hours outside in the middle of November in Denmark. It's cold and it was raining, so we got even colder. So fun anyway, because we just got to scream our heads off. And yeah, no, it was so fun, and there was so many different types of people there, and just so many nice just experiences and little convos, because we like, there's so many times where I had been talking to someone for like an entire day and I never got their name. Like it was so weird, but I don't know, you just kind of bonded over the situation. It was really nice. I just wanted to talk about it because I'm so proud that I did that, and I'm so excited for it to come out in this, I hope this year. My family have all been so supportive, and my mom drove me all 3 times. She drove me. I was so grateful to my mom, so I also want to say thank you to her. I was so nervous every single time, but like having like a piece of home, or like genuinely like whenever my mom is somewhere, it's like I'm fine, you know? It's like my entire body knows like you're safe, your mom's right next to you. And I'm almost 20 and it still feels like this. And yeah, it was so lovely having my mom there, and I'm so proud, and all my family, like far and wide, are so proud of me and are just like, we can't wait to see it, oh my god, it's so cool. And I was like, I know, dude, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I got paid for it, which was super cool, and I like pretty much used all of it to like buy presents, and it was so nice having that done. I was done with Christmas presents before the December 1st. I think this is the coolest thing I've ever done. Like, you know, it happened because I put myself out there just in the smallest way. I put a picture of myself up in a tiny little description. If you have a dream about something, start small, sure. If you want to be a YouTuber, pick up your phone, do something, but just at least just do tiniest thing, because you don't know. All of a sudden I got called by a casting director and she was like, yo, I want to use you, and now I'm in a TV series, and there's a casting director out there that knows me and hopefully likes me. I really liked her, so that opens a whole new door for me. Once you put yourself out there, it is not as scary as it seems. I've been terrified of doing anything for like 4 years. I've been just doing nothing. And then I just decided one day, you know, it can't hurt. And it didn't. It actually gained me so much, just because I took this tiny little step towards my dream. So I just want to talk about it. I want to boast a little bit because this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, and I wanted to talk about it. But obviously I can't say what series when it comes out. It's a Danish series, so if you don't understand Danish, maybe you won't like it. I'm obviously not a big role or anything. I'll be in all the group shots, pretty much. So you can probably see me if you want to see it, but I'll talk more about it when it comes out. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you can take some inspiration or some, I don't know, some motivation from it. If I can do it, you definitely can too. Consider subscribing, consider liking, whatever you want to do. I will see you in the next one. Bye.